hump day. And look who I've got here with me today. This is my sweet little granddaughter, Mrs. Kimber. You can see her. And she is such a doll. And let's see, how big was she, Mandy? 8 pounds. 8 pounds. 9 ounces. 9 ounces, my friends. She's a big girl. And she's wide awake for all of the audience and the camera. Isn't she cute? Oh, and then you're going to do head bumps, huh? Yes, you can say hi to all the world, huh, sweetheart? Yes, all right. Well, I'm going to hand this sweet little girl off to my daughter, and it looks like she might be hungry. And our second grandbaby also came, and he is here safe. Thanks, sweetheart. Yes, oh, yay! I wanted to share. She's such a doll, and oh, her cute little noises they make. Yeah, she came a little bit of a emergency C-section, which we were not expecting. But the point is that she's here and she's safe and healthy, and mom is healthy. Um, and we're getting lots of fun snuggles. So I thought, how fun to have her fun 1 week debut. She is 1 week today. So last Wednesday, when I missed my show, which I missed you all so much, there was a reason, right? So very good reason for that matter. So we're good. Things have calmed down, and I feel so blessed. Our other little grandbaby, little boy, and his name is Easton, and he is also, let's see, 2 weeks old now. Yeah, I think he's 3 weeks old. So busy, and happy holidays to us. Happy holidays to all of you. And I'm just so excited for today because I have missed you all for sure. This morning I was sitting here thinking there were some things I wanted to kind of talk about, but mostly, of course, taking some callers or a caller to do some readings. And I had such these crazy visions, and I call them kind of my psychic little messages, right? Just kind of as if I'm getting little voices in my head. Why doesn't that sound good? And so I thought, you know what, today I really wanted to more or less pull a tarot card and give a message through a tarot, but then also incorporate my tarot into any of the callers that call in. And, we just use those tarot cards for a guide or a tool, kind of a visual validation of whatever my gifts, my intuition, my psyche is showing me. So I was really drawn today. And I always try to pick numbers that I'm not too high, so I'm not counting too high while I'm on the air as we are live. But so I try to pick about like 1 to 20 at the most. So the number today I feel very drawn to really has to do with a very special birthday, and that would be my dad's. So next week on the 11th, my dad, who has passed away, it would be his heavenly birthday. So I chose 11, and isn't that like that's such an angelic number anyways? So I'm going to pull the number 11 card and see what we get here. All right, so this message will be to, everybody out there, also to anyone that maybe it resonates with, and maybe if it doesn't resonate, then maybe eventually the message will. So the card that pulled, and this is so amazing, the deck I have, it's called the Light Seer deck, and within that deck, there's 76 cards, I believe. And out of the 76 cards, there's maybe 6 that have men on them. And we happen to pull a card that is the Knight of Cups, and it has the man on here, and he's holding the roses and his white stallion, and he's got some love letters and a little picnic, So it seems like as you look at that card, it's that romantic, relationship. But for myself and how I'm interpreting it, and really kind of the connection that I've been getting today with my psyche, a cup is when you're when it's right side up, when it's not reversed, it really means that your life is full, your cup is full, things feel good and complete. This can very well be a relationship in your life, somebody who you're starting to have a good connection with, that romantic butterflies. I personally connect to this with my dad, and my dad and I had a very interesting relationship as I was growing up. We weren't very close. And then as he got older and I got older, about the last 5 years of his life here in the physical world, we became close. And for me, this is just that kind of a message I would say to myself, but any others out there. Make sure that any grudges that you are holding, anything that seems to be, silly arguments, those kind of things that you can really work through and, and really find closure for. That is where I feel like this card comes in because my dad and I were able to get that closure. We had that beautiful connection, and my cup was full when it comes to the connection with my dad. And, if you think of the night really is one that comes in charging and taking charge and really, um, I guess, kind of making sure that you are taken care of, right? And that's how my dad was the last few years of his life. And I'm so forever grateful. So, to my dad, this is dedicated to you. So, his name is Stephen. I was named after my dad. So, he's an Stephen. And then with mine, Stphanie. So, very special. And his birthday is December 11th. So, Dad, this is for you and also for many others out there who, maybe just needed to hear that, mend those ties because, man, I'll tell you, life's short and you just never know, from day to day. So, all right. Woo, a little emotional today. All right. Well, I'm excited. I have not been on for a couple weeks due to grandbabies. So I'm going to take my first caller. And this is Tiffany from Washington. Is that correct?
Hi, yes. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm okay.
Good, good. This is Stephanie, the mini medium, and I've been gone a couple weeks, so super excited to connect and see what I can do to help you today.
Thank you.
You're welcome. What can I help you with?
I want to focus on, you said you were drawing tarot, or was that just a general?
Just in general, the way I do my readings, I use the tarot card as kind of a guide or a tool or a visual validation for my clients or for the callers. So we may use them, or I just may tap into my gifts and go that route, or both.
Okay. Kind of really focusing on, love, relationship, and family right now.
Okay. You're focusing on love, relationship, and family. Is that correct? I want to make sure I heard you okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Perfect.
Yes.
Okay. Perfect. Okay. Well, how interesting is that I never look at coincidences ever. I don't believe that we really have coincidences. Everything happens for a reason. The beautiful universe places us exactly where we need to be. And it's called divine timing. And um, when before you came on and we started to take the call here, I was talking about the relationship that and family connection that I had with my dad. My dad has passed.
Mm-hmm.
He passed 6 years ago, but his birthday is 11th, and I was very drawn to the number 11 for some reason. Now, the 11 can be a very spiritual number. Do you see 1111 very often?
Occasionally, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Do you connect with that number 11 in any way other than just, sometimes the 1111, time or whatnot?
Um, Not that I can think of right now.
Okay.
I don't know how much information you want from me regarding something we're going through in the family.
Yeah. I always say I love a blank slate. That way we know
Okay.
that it's not any kind of force placed information. It's really my spirit guides connecting us together. Um,
Hmm.
so, but I do feel there's a connection with that 11, and that 11 can be, the 11th of the month of November, 2011. So keep that in mind as far as where I'm, being drawn to you personally and or with the family, and the kind of the disconnect I'm feeling with
Hmm.
family members that I feel you have. Um, ooh, um, One thing that I really am seeing first and first and foremost really has to do with, man, I cannot get away from what I would say kind of the toxicity of where it's coming from, I guess the root cause. I'm very drawn to this being female related. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Oh, has your dad passed? Is dad on the other side?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. I'm feeling dad here. And I'll tell you, there is some, I would say gently with the word, I would say disappointed. Just a little wishing that things were different. Um, he also, oh, do you connect with the number 20? That's a very big number, like the year 2020 or the 20th of the month.
Um, that could possibly have to do with when he passed. He did pass in the month of November.
Yes. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Um, one thing I see, this is where I just cannot believe sometimes, our beautiful loved ones on the other side and our spirit guides really guide us to the right messages. And before we came on, I had talked about um, letting go of grudges, letting go of kind of, those things that we can work through just because
Hmm.
life is so short. And when my dad passed away, about the last 5 years of his life, we started to reconnect, mend ties, find closure. And no coincidence at all, Tiffany, that I was bringing that up and why I was so drawn to talking about that. And that's really what I'm feeling from your dad, the situation I'm seeing. Um, I just heard dad say that you are a bit of a mediator. Are you in the middle of some of this?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Dad
Currently.
says,
Absolutely. Yes.
yeah. Dad says, Tiffany, he, oh, are you the only daughter? Are you the youngest?
I'm the oldest. I do have
The
a younger
oldest.
sister who's also involved. Yes.
Ah, gotcha. Okay. He showed me a very special bond with you, and usually it's the youngest or the oldest, Um, and he just is worried about the stress and the pressure that this is putting on you solely. And I also feel that he's worried about the female that I was connecting with earlier, who I said was about the kind of the root cause. He's worried about even her and her health, but more the mental health and others. Do you understand that?
100%. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Um, that's dad. Dad says to for you to just take a deep breath and step back a little bit. There is, oh, that was weird. Me, Tiffany.
Yes, I'm here.
Sorry. See, this is what our loved ones on the other side in spirit, they'll mess with our phones. It's the craziest thing, or, our electronics. So this just maybe is more validation of your dad's energy and how strong his energy is right now.
Mhm.
But what I was saying is just dad really wanting everybody to kind of take a step back, take a breather, and not have so many hands in the pot per se. Just way too much going on in that sense. So, but your dad, I just heard for you, Tiffany. He says thank you. I heard thank you because you have really been trying to keep the peace, I would say. So know that I feel he's showing some gratitude um,
Thank
in that sense. Um, I know that we're so limited on time. I've got just a little bit here, but uh, does that help you a little bit to at least hear from dad? I thought that was pretty amazing. Dad stepped through very quickly.
Yeah, I believe that's probably the first time that's ever happened um,
Wow.
with me,
Well,
with him.
I,
So thank you. I appreciate that.
you are so welcome, my friend. And if you want to email me at tarot with Steph, it's STEFF at gmail.com. I would be happy to email you back and for free give you some more information I'm getting if you're open to that.
Absolutely. Could you repeat your email for me again?
Sure, it's tarot with Steph, STEFF at gmail.com.
Email. All right. Definitely. I definitely appreciate that. Thank you very, very much.
You're very welcome. And you have a great night and happy holidays to you. And I'll send you lots of good love and light, okay?
Thank you. Thank you. You too.
Thank you. Bye bye. All right. Do we have time for another caller? Yeah, we do. Okay. All right. Hi, Sultan. Hi, Sultan. This is Stephanie, the mini medium. How can I help you?
Hi, how are you?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
Good, thank you.
Good. How can I help you today?
Um, well, uh, like the other call, I lost my dad this year, and we weren't sort of talking at the time. I just was wondering if he's all right. Like, you know.
Yeah. So I'm going to tell you, you just gave me goosebumps, Sultan, because I literally, before I started my show or at the beginning of my show, I talked about how my dad and I did not have much of a relationship. And then the last few years of his life, we finally started to build a bond. And how ironic it is that both calls today are about family and finding closure, Um, the last call also we did connect with her dad who had passed. Lots of father energies here, my friend. Lots of father energies. um, I know we don't have a lot of time, but I do want to tell you a couple things that I'm seeing if this is dad. And dad, if this is dad, I keep saying the number 12 and I get numbers quite a bit. Do you connect with the number 12? So the month of December, the 12th month,
Well, the
2012.
12th is my son's birthday and
Your
my
son's birthday.
nephew's.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did dad get the chance to meet your son?
Yes, yes, yes.
Perfect. Okay. So this could be dad's energy coming forward and showing me some connection with you, especially when this is a child. And I do feel that this could be my intuition connecting as well. But one thing I also am starting to feel, if this is dad's energy, um, I feel like he's so remorseful, Sultan, for the fact I just feel this sense of wishing he could have been the dad that he wasn't here in the physical world. Do you understand that?
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
Perfect. Um, he also he says I just now if I can hear I use my what's called my clairaudient and he he's showing me this is interesting. He's shown me like instruments, but like through air, like flutes and clarinets, uh, using the wind. Do you understand why I'm seeing that? That was really
No,
interesting.
just yeah, no one plays any instruments or anything in the family.
Okay.
Well, Mum has asthma and she uses, I don't know whether that's what he's trying to say, but she uses a machine for her mask.
Okay.
Maybe, I don't know.
You hit it right on the head, my friend. I get what I call my validation chills, and my whole right side just went tingly, and I got goosebumps. And this is always my sign of we're validating. Sometimes they can't, your loved ones on the other side can't communicate, so they'll use signs and symbols. And I just felt like the emphasis was on the air that it took me to play these instruments. Um, and then
Yeah,
as you as you validated mom,
yeah,
he was showing me, I wrote down the number 18. So this is the 18th of the month, the year 2018. So if it doesn't quite connect, I always say just keep it in mind. There's a reason for that. Sometimes January 8th, my 1 and my 8 can be January 8th as well. So
right.
I say keep. Um, did who's having trouble with the cognitive, the memory, the brain?
That was Dad.
Okay.
He was, yeah, because he'd been so sick. He was sort of a little bit off. That's why last week we had a fight and I was just, yeah.
Oh goodness. He says that he wasn't in his right mind, my friend. He says that he even had chemicals in his body that were causing him to say things and do things that were not him. Do you understand that?
Yeah, I do. I totally do.
Yeah. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. He's very quiet. He's a quiet man. I do feel.
Yes.
He's I'm trying to pull him through more, and I know we've got about 90 seconds here. These are so short, but if anything, I would say wrapping up just the little bit that we got for you. Please know that your dad does come through and says he's working on the other side and completing these things that he didn't get to do here in the physical world. And a lot of that is trying to make up for the things that he really feels he messed up on. And he says he never told you I love you. He says that was one thing he struggled with.
Yeah, that's true.
So I hope this helps.
Show it, not say it.
Yes, exactly. He knew how to show it. Well, I hope this little bit helped you, my friend. And I'm happy to, if you want to follow my page or email me, it's tarotwithsteph@gmail.com. And I'm happy to continue your reading a little bit more if you'd like.
tarotwithsteph@gmail.com?
At gmail.com.
Yes. Okay, sounds good.
Right.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome, my friend. Bye-bye. All right, we got a few seconds. You guys have a happy holiday. Follow me on all my social media, Stephanie's Tarot Readings or Tarot with Steph on Instagram. Love you all. Love and light. We'll see you next week.